Molongo.
Charlie, my boy, Charlie, my guy.
Oh, George,
my guy.
George, what happened? What happened to Chelsea?
What happened, eh? What happened to what?
How did you lose last night?
Charlie, the Sarri ball now, they do some way.
So the Sarri ball, we have been told, is now Gary balls.
Charlie.
After Gary Photon.
Charlie.
Okay. If Chelsea...
I have to call on my friends, though. I have to call on my friends.
If Chelsea is disappointed...
Israeli. I have to call Lexis Bill.
Oh, Sam Kuma. Okay. If you if you're disappointed in Chelsea, George, maybe this is a team that can cheer you up.
Fabulous. Yeah, Bema Yankunim de Francani so de Bia. Asante Kotoko, Ukuma Pima Pimbeba. For where we go, backwards never.
No, but for Kotoko, we support Kotoko. We support Kotoko. Kotoko, we support Kotoko. Confederations Cup, no problem.
It's like an SDA medley. Do you understand?
I don't even know. I can't think straight. No, I can't think straight because yes, Chelsea didn't play well. Hey, then Arsenal against Man U, all of a sudden Man U see they get some form like that. Mourinho said they scored 4 goals. They gave 2 to Arsenal and they took 2. What is happening?
But you see,
all of that.
On a more serious note, George, this Saturday, Chelsea is playing Man City. Yes, and we need Man City to drop those points. So we're on the Liverpool front.
What are you trying to say?
We are solidly behind.
So you are a Chelsea fan this weekend?
Oh, I'm a Chelsea fan.
To support Chelsea to beat Man City.
I'm such a Chelsea fan.
I beg, let's get to the sports
center.
This one.
Draw.
You think so, eh?
At least draw.
You think so?
And we believe in you.
Our target, you believe in us?
Sorry,
our target is Liverpool shouldn't have a trophy, actually.
Of course, now the sports center is brought to you by MTN. Welcome to the new world. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. FPAC blows your pain away. Multi-TV just thrills. This is a season to be jolly. Sorry, it can only get better on MTN Momo this Christmas and beyond.
Lost, so you're happy.
Send 200 Ghana cedis or more to other MTN Momo users. Get rewarded with 60 minutes free airtime instantly. Guess what? It doesn't end there. Keep receiving international remittances using your MTN Momo and get rewarded with 60 minutes free airtime instantly. So go on, keep using your MTN Momo wallet to send and receive money worth 200 Ghana cedis or more and talk non-stop this Christmas season with MTN everywhere you go. That's not all. It's still the season of rewards and you don't want to miss out on all the excitement that comes with shopping. Your Standard Chartered Visa debit or credit card provides you exclusive privileges and benefits like never before. Earn up to 5 times reward points on travel, supermarkets, fuel spend and more. Redeem your reward points for access to the best brands, flights, hotels and many more from our exclusive catalog. So what are you waiting for? Register at rewards.sc.com/gh with your Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards and start redeeming non-stop rewards today. Call our client care center toll free on 0800 740 100 on all networks or visit any of our branches for details. Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good and here for sports. Joy Sports Center begins now. Oh, Charlie. East Legon Fruits and Vegetables Jama Walk on the 7th of December. That's tomorrow, Farmers Holiday. Starting at the Ponglo Junction to the streets of East Legon and ends at the Kiki's Bees restaurant. Walk starts at 6 a.m. sharp, so you have to be there. More fruits and vegetables for you to eat. Jama and the aerobic session for you. So we have to get into all of that. But we can start with the EPL. And Manchester United and Arsenal fought out a frenetic 2-2 draw at Old Trafford as Jose Mourinho's men twice had to come from behind. The BBC's John Murray was in the commentary box at Manchester Stadium.
As a 2-2 draw and hands are shaken, Unai Emery on his first visit here as the Arsenal manager turns and shakes hands with Jose Mourinho, who made 7 changes for this match tonight and walks away now across the pitch towards the tunnel with his hands in his pockets. United held 2-2.
Jose Mourinho definitely frustrated. Had this to say after the game.
Maybe we feel frustrated with the result. We feel frustrated with some mistakes. We feel frustrated with some moments where a little bit more quality would be needed. But we have to be happy with the spirit. We have to be happy with the effort, the dynamic, the intensity. The team as a team had a very good response, had a big soul. We scored 4 goals and we drew 2-2. But I think we score 4 goals, and even in matches like today where we play well, we always shoot ourselves.
Let's talk more EPL, and substitute Roberto Firmino scored with his first touch as Liverpool came from behind to beat struggling Burnley and stay in touch with leaders Manchester City. Vicky Sparks was watching at TEF more.
7 changes, but Liverpool still get the job done, coming from behind thanks to goals from Milner, substitute Firmino and Shaqiri after Corker put Burnley ahead early in the second half. Burnley really fought tonight, but Liverpool moved to within 2 points again of Manchester City, but concern over Joe Gomez stretched it off with an ankle injury.
Wolves fought back from a goal down to stun Chelsea and gained their first victory in 7 Premier League matches. Alistair Bruce Ball was at Monoloo.
What a win for Wolverhampton Wanderers. They've beaten Chelsea 2-1, their first win in 7 Premier League games. Second defeat of the season for Chelsea, but a second in 3 games. 2 goals in 4 second-half minutes from Jimenez and Jota.
All right then, elsewhere, Tottenham took advantage of Southampton's defensive frailties to win 3-1 and move into 3rd spot in the Premier League. Fulham were denied victory as Leicester's James Maddison scored for the 2nd successive match to secure a point for the Foxes. There was also a 1-1 draw between Newcastle and Everton in Spain. Denis Suarez struck twice as Barcelona beat Cultural Iniesta by 4-1 to reach the last 16 of the Copa del Rey. Atletico Madrid as well are through to that. In the French League, Paris Saint-Germain dropped points for the 2nd game in a row as Uruguay striker Edison Cavani's second-half penalty rescued a draw at Strasbourg. Now, let's get home, and Kumasi Asante Kotoko tested their readiness for the upcoming CAF Confederations Cup campaign with a friendly against Inter Allies yesterday at the Crown Sports Stadium and won 3-0 thanks to goals from Amos Frimpong and Martin Entry. Head coach Siki Akono is still looking at improving the team before the first game.
Well, we are still preparing, but the sharpness, as you know, we can see clear that there's been a bit of improvement, and so we still have to continue to work. And you know, we go into the first leg, we want to improve, and then into the second leg. So we're still not done, but there's more work to be done. But what I've seen is more hopeful. It gives us an idea of what we need to do in the coming days.
What are the areas you think you have to look at critically going into the first?
Well, we need to possess the ball. We need to keep the ball. It's a team that also are similar to us, and so if we can be able to possess the ball, we can frustrate them with that, and we have to also look forward to attack. Basically, keep the ball when it's necessary, and then look forward to attack.
Now, Kotoko opponents next week will be Kariobangi Sharks FC, who eliminated Djiboutian side Atasola with a 9-1 aggregate win. Kotoko captain Amos Frimpong believes they will be ready for the Kenyan side.
Yes, looking at the game we played today and that of the Meteors game, I think both teams are a very good side, and I think playing today and also getting the opportunity to play against the Meteor side, I think they are all well-organized team, and I think after that game, I would say we are prepared for the tournament in Kenya.
Now, the USA have appointed Greg Berhalter as their new head coach. Before that, he was in charge of MLS side Columbus Crew, where he coached Black Stars defender Harrison Affo, who believes Berhalter will succeed with the Stars and Stripes.
I think Greg is the type of coach who always want to bring the best out of his players. And it's a privilege for me to work under him. And I've learned a lot of good things that will help me in my career. I believe the US national team knows best and they made the right choice. So I just wish him well, and I believe they will also support him with everything.
Harrison Affo there, now Chief Executive of US Soccer Club Kevin Pine, who's also a former president and general manager of DC United, has told Joy Sports he expects more clubs to sign promising talents from Africa to play in the MLS in the years to come.
I think the MLS clubs, until very recently, did not have enough money invested in scouting and in then their player development mechanisms through their academies to make proper use of young African players. They couldn't necessarily identify them, and then if they did identify them, they weren't really in a position to help them become real professionals. So I suspect that you will begin to see more young African players brought in now that there are more and more clubs in MLS that have truly ambitious academy programs. I think that you'll start to see 18 and 19-year-old players who may not be the finished product, but may have great promise. And I think I tend to think you'll see more African players coming into MLS in the next few years than you've seen in the past.
Well, let's do boxing now. And Isaac the Royal Storm Dogbe will make his second title defense against Emmanuel Navarrete on December 8th at the Madison Square Garden in New York. Choice Sports editor Nathaniel Atos on the boxing beat and has this.
Isaac the Royal Storm Dogbe is looking forward to staging a second successful title defense at the Madison Square Garden in New York, which is an iconic spot for boxing in the world. Dogbe, who's going into his 21st professional career fight, has his confidence at an all-time high. The Ghanaian has recorded straight knockouts in his last professional 5 fights, including the stunner, which helped him to snatch the WBO title from Jesse Magdaleno, the then champion. The Mexican-born champion's respectful sportsmanly gesture of a bow to Dogbe after the fight told the world that the Ghanaian is set to rule the division. Dogbe's rather diminutive structure seems to be a major advantage as he continues to work on the body of each opponent with left-right combinations and wraps up with delivering overhead shots. This style can subtly be likened to the legendary Mike Tyson's peekaboo style. Dogbe obviously will be the attraction for this fight, unless Navarrete brings in something new. The Mexican-born contender Emmanuel Navarrete, who is a number 2 contender on the WBO rankings, comes in with a record of 25 wins and a loss. But this, for him, is the biggest career fight so far. Navarrete has a good reach and could be dangerous when his left penetrates the guard of his opponents. Navarrete has an 86% knockout ratio and managed to defeat a few opponents for the first time in the early stages of his professional career in 2012. A win for Navarrete surely will pass for one of the big upsets of the year, considering Dogbe's form.
One more before we end the Joy Sports Centre, and Professor Peter Twumasi has been appointed as the new Director General of the National Sports Authority. In a letter released by the Sports Ministry yesterday, Professor Twumasi is coming in to replace Honourable Robert Safo-Mensah. Now, Abdul Majid Bawa, who was the Acting Director General of the National Sports Authority for the past 8 months after resignation of Honourable Robert Mensah, is to revert to his position as the Acting Deputy Director General of the NSA. Mr. Bawa says he's ready to help Professor Twumasi succeed.
It is an institution, and we all are there to contribute to the development. I have not been asked to leave and go home. I have been asked to revert back to my previous position. That was what His Excellency the President appointed me to act in that capacity. It was by chance that I have the opportunity to steer the affairs, and so whoever is coming to continue from where I left off. After all, I'm also going to be part of the team that will be helping him to prosecute whatever vision that he's coming on with.
Okay, so that's it for the Joy Sports Centre. My friend, take it easy. Take it easy.
No, that's not.
Why? What's it? What do you want to do?
That's not it.
Why are you so excited when Chelsea loses a game?
No. Actually, this weekend, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm telling you. Charlie, you guys need to take the points.
We actually need, I don't know what we're going to do, because Chelsea need a reaction against Manchester City. But we need Liverpool to end the season trophyless as well. That's also another key target.
Oh, up for Liverpool ending the season trophyless.
So you join us in the Europa League.
It won't be possible.
What's happening?
I just love the harmonizing in there. But let's say a big chaotic birthday to Bertrand Abiti of Jack and Jill School from your father, Major Menta of the 37 Military Hospital. Bertrand, you are 8 years today. Have a chaotic birthday.
Yeah. Okay, I got this one as well. Happy birthday to Esther J, Mrs. Osei Bonsu of Snake Pensions House. I wish you a big chaotic birthday. Okay, now this is coming from me. I hope you enjoy every bit of your day. And we have invited ourselves to the Pensions House.
Of course. Oh, Charlie, you know, there was a party yesterday. I saw it. After we invited ourselves and organized the Jandel birthday party.
I saw that. Nathaniel was organizing it.
I saw it. Nathaniel Atos was
in the background. I saw it.
Okay, it's okay. We are not angry. We'll just come for the food. In fact, that's why George wanted to come.
But you haven't forgotten our, family wonderful party.
Yes, our family party in the
putting
park.
Up for everybody.
Yes. So if you won't do a birthday party, we are doing a party for you.
So you
22nd December. It's at
featuring
the Legon.
Featuring
DJ Ubeti. It's at the Legon Botanical Gardens. It's just 25 Ghana cedis. Come back in a picnic. Let's meet. Let's have fun. We'll be there. and we'll enjoy the day.
This man wants to DJ me this one. Anyway,
and we'll revise the squad.
Yeah, the building has, the building and everything, the build-up has just begun. So we'll see how we do it. Hey, Charlie, have a super day.
For your masters are coming. Fabu, fabu.
Okay, it's time now for the groove. We'll be back.